I am going to kick the Zoom off right now. And I am so excited to be hosting our first Zoom of 2023 with all of you with the Happy Call. And I couldn't be in a better place. You know, the 2022 was a great year. And through 2022, we all came together because we all had some growing pains through 2022. But I am so blessed that we're on the other side of that. And we're here to start 2023 together. And the purpose of this Zoom on Monday nights, instead of just being a mindset, it's also to give all of you, because I've been getting a lot of people that send me texts, and why can't we have any training? You know, I mean, I love the mindset and it's lots of value, but give me some information to help me advance my business. So that's the purpose of these calls moving forward. You're going to get a little bit of mindset, but you're also going to get action steps to help you move your business forward. And tonight, we have two wonderful women that I've had the privilege to be sharing this Zoom with. And the purpose of tonight's Zoom, we have our largest event this Saturday for the Happy Call, January 7th, our kickoff Zoom. All right, yeah, you can get excited about that. Get excited about that. The reason why you should get excited about that is because these events are the events that will set you up for the next 90 days in your business. Again, these events, like this Saturday, is an event that will set you up in your business for the next 90 days. So we want to help you this evening capitalize on Saturday's event. We want to give you some tips, some information of how to invite properly so that you have people at that event with you, which is going to help you, help them, but help you advance your business here going into the new year. And what I'm going to do now, without any further ado, I'm going to introduce someone that I love working with. She's my partner. I'm blessed. Yes, I'm blessed. I'm privileged. They say, surround yourself around people that are more talented than you. And when you agree, she's much more prettier than I am. I can say that, right? Can we agree to that? And she's extremely talented, ladies and gentlemen. She is a top leader in our company. Has been here for close to 4 years. You know, a mom of 5 kids, crushing it. And I use her as an example when I'm connecting with women. I say, you have 2 children? Oh, you're going to be successful. You're going to crush this. I have Melissa Lucas, who I partner with, and she's blowing this up with 5 children. So I use her story every day. And what I like to do now, I like to turn the Zoom over to the amazing Melissa Lucas. And everyone, give her some love in the chats. Give her some love in the chats, please. Hey, Melissa, let me turn the Zoom over to you.
Oh, Brian, thank you so much for that incredible introduction and welcome. It is absolutely my honor to be able to work with you. You know, something that I shared with Brian recently, and I would love to just share here also, is something that inspires me is learning from a leader who is leading a life that I dream of, that I want to have, and aspires for these incredible goals. And something that I love about Brian is he lives it, he leads it. And I feel incredibly honored that we get to have him as a mentor, because he is not just talking the talk, he is walking the walk, friends. So I am coming on here today to talk to you a little bit about having a new year, new mindset. You know, I would be lying if I didn't say 2022 was hard. Okay, like, let me know in the comments, give me a 1 if you had some really hard spots in 2022. I would be blowing up that chat with some 1s, okay? We've all had it, right? Like, we've all gone through some things. And something that I try really hard to like think about, and I do think about, is this. I think to myself, you know, sometimes things happen to us, but honestly, I believe that they happen for us. They happen to equip us, to strengthen us, to give us wisdom, to prepare us for better things. And so when I look back on 2022 and the different things that I dealt with in business and personal life and just life in general, That is how I choose to look at those things. And so I want to hop in here really quick and kind of backtrack just a second and say, welcome. You know, if you are here and you're new to the Happy Co, I want to tell you that you've made the right decision. We are happy to have you. We're excited for you. If you've been here a while, like myself, hi, we're happy to have you too. You know, you might have joined this business, whether it was last week, yesterday, today, or maybe it was 4 years ago, like myself. And maybe you joined this business because you were like, I just want community. I want some friends with some positive attitudes in my life. And you're not really looking to create an income. Welcome. We're happy to have you here. Maybe you're somebody who's like, you know, it would be cool if I could pay for my product and maybe make a couple $100. Welcome. We're happy to have you here, truly. Or maybe you're somebody who's like, you know, I'd really love to make a life-changing income. I need something to impact my life financially. You're here at the right place, right time. We're here to welcome you and be excited with you. Now, with all of that said, friends, I want to really talk about approaching goals, approaching business with a confident mindset. Okay. So how many times have you looked at a goal? Let's say you set a goal for the year, you set a fancy New Year's resolution, and you looked at that and you're like, I'm going to really try to eat healthy this year. 10 days in, you got a Snickers bar in your hand, right? And, or maybe it's, I'm going to try, and then fill in the blank. Oftentimes we set a goal and then we start to approach that goal as, I am going to try. And the problem with that mindset is we are setting ourselves up for failure, right? We're already giving ourselves an out. When I say I'm going to try to do something, I'm lying to myself and anybody else that just said it too. Because the truth is you're just giving yourself a way out. So as we look at our goals for this year, my encouragement to you, this is something that I am doing myself, is to look at things with a different attitude. I will do XYZ. I am doing XYZ. And so as we approach our goals, just going into things with the confidence and the know that you are in process of achieving that goal. Something that I was reading a couple of days ago that I really loved is it's really just a decision. And it's a decision of, you know, I must achieve my goals. This is a must situation for some of you. For some of you, it's not. And please take what you find valuable of this, leave behind the rest. Genuinely, I'm not trying to push anything on anyone. But, you know, when you're starting to look at your goals as, you know what, this is not a maybe. This is not this cute little goal I'm going to think about for 24 hours. This is not a I will try. This is I'm going to do it and I'm going to crush it. And I'm going to go into this with confidence. It's already done here, right? Like we have to go into things with gratitude here. It's already done. It's already happened. I am excited. I can't wait to be living out these certain things. So my encouragement to you is this: approach whatever goals you have for yourself this year. Maybe it's more happiness. Maybe it's better health. Maybe it's wild success here at the Happy Co. Whatever that is for you, I want you to just think about how you're approaching that and to really approach that with that success mentality. You know, I want to also encourage you of this. Your past does not dictate your future. How many of you have felt like the underdog in different times of your life, right? I've definitely been there. I'm always rooting for the underdog, by the way. Always have been. How many of you have maybe dropped the ball and not really fulfilled the goals that you've set for yourself in the past? So maybe you're a little gun shy at creating a goal now because based on your past, it's not really, you know, something you're super confident in. Lord knows I've been there so many times, okay? And I'm here to tell you this: you have the ability to have a fresh start today, right here, right now. You're literally one decision away from that. Like I said, whether you are brand spanking new and this is maybe your first Zoom here and we're so excited to have you, or maybe you've been here for a while, you're literally a decision away from changing your future. And so my encouragement to you is this: do not let your past dictate what you do here in the future. Okay. Do not let your past, your failures, your shortcomings, things like that hold you back. You're literally just a decision away. And we're here to support you, to encourage you, to love you through it. That's really just what was on my heart to share with you guys today. I'm so excited for what we have coming on Saturday. So I want to give you that confidence, that excitement that you're going to want to be there. You're going to want to get your people there. But just to allow yourself to be excited, allow yourself to have confidence in your own abilities to go make it happen. Okay. And to know that you have the right people, the right tools, the right products, the right things here to do so. So it's my honor and privilege to get to introduce to you guys Miss Gabrielle Merle. She is like one of my absolute closest friends, which is hysterical because we met on Facebook, the good old internet, random, like, oh, I like her. We have some things in common. She likes clean ingredients and crunchy things. We could hang out. And she's become one of my very best friends, and we've been able to do incredible things together. But I want to remind you that she was once upon a time a stranger that we turned into a friendship. And so she is incredible. She is a top leader here at the Happy Co. She has done amazing, amazing things. She has helped so many people. So my advice to you would be to really just jump into whatever it is that she shares with you today and run with that. So thank you, Gabby. Go for it, friend.
I love you. Thank you. You're amazing, Melissa. Truly, I've learned so much from you, and Brian, you as well, of course. So blessed to be in such amazing company with incredible leaders. And I have my little assistant here with me. Their dad is at jiu-jitsu. And of course, the second that they hear I'm going to get on a Zoom, there they are. So she loves the spotlight. So Georgia is here as my co-host. But I love all of that you just touched on, entering the new year with a mindset of I will. And I'm just going to jump right into a little training. The first part of I will, if you're I will successful here and create an amazing, either fuel your passion or fuel the lifestyle that you want or be your full-time thing, whatever that is. Step one is to get your cute little self to the virtual event that we were having on Saturday. Step one, you gotta be there. Whatever it is that you want to build here, it's gonna be, sorry, we got papers turning now. There's gonna be so much value, so much information, so much excitement happening on Saturday that you're gonna want to, number one, get yourself there because it's gonna start with you. So get that excitement, be there for yourself. And then step two is to help get your team there, help get your brand partners there, whether they've been here for a while or they're brand new, just getting started. I'm going to tell you right now, it would be a mistake to rely on the corporate email, the corporate calls, the team chats, the Facebook groups. Let's face it, a lot of us have little distractions or big distractions or other things going on in life. Chances are a lot of people are going to miss that information. So whether you are a leader of one of yourself or a leader of many, be that great leader and make sure that your team has the information that they need and that they're aware of this event and that you can help create that excitement for them and make them understand the value and why they want to be there. You're not bothering anybody telling them about it, but by not telling them about it, you could be blocking their blessings. You could be blocking the blessings that your team and other people could be getting from this. Now, like I said, we have people who are here for many, many, many different reasons. Maybe you had some brand partners join. Maybe you're new here and you joined just for the discount and you're like, what the heck is this all about? I don't even know. I love these products. Am I going to build a big business? I have no idea. I don't even know what's possible. Maybe you've been here for a while and you are wondering what's coming next, what next big exciting thing is going to be happening. Either way, we're going to hear everything that we need on Saturday. We're going to have so many amazing things. So message your teams. I put together a little message. It's very simple. I can pop it in the chat afterwards if you want to borrow some of the verbiage. If you don't know what to say or how to say it, super simple. Hey, so-and-so, brand partner name, Happy New Year. How did you ring in 2023? I'm finally getting back in the groove of things and wanted to know if you had a chance to look at any of the getting started info. Maybe that's for your new people. I'm super excited for you. Or I'm finally getting back into the groove of things, wanted to check in on you. I know that you got started here primarily for the discount, But, and here's the but, we're going to ring it back around. We have an exciting event happening on Saturday that's going to preview where the company is headed over the next year, along with some exciting announcements and new product info. You don't want to miss it. If I sent you the registration link, would you have 2 minutes to get registered for this free event? That's it. Super, super simple. I'll pop it in the chat. You can borrow it, take what you like, leave what you don't, but get that message out. Be the leader, get in the inbox, have the conversation, check on your teams. Yes, Erica, I'll put it in the chat for everyone. And y'all, especially if you've got new people who just joined. What we do is super, super simple. It is super, super simple. But when you're getting started doing anything at all, anything, it can feel like a lot. So make sure that you're going to hold their hand and help them get started. And the best thing you can do for your new people is to help get them to that event. So that's all I had to share for you today. I will pop that in the chat so you can borrow it. Thank you so much for letting me share tonight and letting me have my assistant with me. And Brian, back over to you, my friend. I know you have some incredible wisdom to share with us and some ideas about getting other people to this event on Saturday. And I'm just so honored and blessed and humbled to get to learn from you. And of course, you, Melissa, as well. I love and appreciate you both.
Wasn't that amazing? Can we give Gabby some love in the chats? And now I want that script also, Gabby, because hey, you've done it. I mean, I'm going to use that. But isn't that script incredible? Isn't it something that we can all utilize? It's something that we can all do. And that's what the business is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about just doing simple things that we all can do. Because if we can all do them, it's something that can duplicate and permeate throughout our organization. So again, give Gabby some love. She always comes with the fire. She always comes with the fire and she always delivers. And piggybacking on what Gabby was sharing with you, you know, I want to share with all of you. The purpose of these Zooms are now for you to change what you're doing with your leaders if it's already working for you. Let me say that again. The purpose of these Zooms moving forward is not for you to change what you're doing if you're working with your leaders and what you're doing is serving you. You're achieving the results that you want to achieve. Because moving forward, there are going to be different leaders every Monday training on different topics that we need to achieve each week to move our businesses forward. So you're going to hear from lots of leaders as we move forward, and you're going to be able to learn, and you can take from this person, maybe you like that, maybe you want to incorporate that. You heard Gabby's script, you want to incorporate some of, she said some of the verbiage, she didn't say all of the verbiage. She says, maybe you want to take some of the verbiage and incorporate into what you're utilizing to invite people to Saturday's amazing call that we're going to have for our kickoff call for our company. And that's another thing that I do. For example, I love working on the phones. Now, I know many of you are on social media and you're contacting and you're connecting with so many people. I mean, we have rock stars here on the Zoom that build their business social media. But here's what I would recommend for you not to do. I would recommend for you not to spam strangers to try to get them to this event. Let me say that again. I would recommend not to spam strangers because here's what happens. Those individuals may be a potential business partner or a potential brand partner in your future if they were approached properly. Because if we spam them, they're saying to themselves, wow, that's something that I wouldn't want to do because I definitely don't want to be on social media spamming my friends, inviting them to an event, right? And so remember, whatever we're doing when we're connecting and prospecting with people, we're actually training our new potential brand partners because whatever we're utilizing, they think that's what they have to do if they partner and join us in the business. So again, I recommend, and what I'm utilizing, I am going to take people through the process and get them information before I invite them. Now, what's my process? It's at least they've been in a Facebook group. So it could be someone that's a customer, could be a current customer that I've connected with, and we have a relationship and we're just having a conversation. I always say, hey, Brenda, tell me, how was your 2022? Did you crush all your goals? And most people say no. And I say, well, what is it that you felt that you didn't achieve? We're just having a conversation. Well, I wish I could have achieved this. I wish I could have achieved that. I said, hey, I can understand. So are you telling me that you wish you could achieve X, Y, Z? Yeah. Well, why haven't you achieved it? Just having a conversation. Well, I don't have this, or, well, hey, if you've heard this many times, if I would you, I'll just say, hey, Brenda, if there was a way where you could achieve that goal this year in 2023, would you be open to spending some time to find out how? Now, here's what's powerful about that. I didn't mention anything about network marketing. I mentioned nothing about coffee, did I? I mentioned nothing about coffee, tea, or lemonade. I just connected with Brenda and had a conversation with her and found out what she was lacking in her life. And I'm now going to offer her a possible solution. And then I will say, hey, are you interested? Brenda says, yes. Now, I'm not going to invite her to the event cold turkey. Okay. I'm going to then say, hey, I would love to get you some information about what I'm doing. I'm going to invite you into a Facebook group so that you can see. Basically, this is how I build my business, Brenda. I just invite people into the groups and the group does the work. Then I invite you into a group. Okay. Now, we know what happens when they get in a Facebook group, right? It's over, right? I mean, if we had a goal here and we can just get 1 or 2 people per week in our businesses in that groups, what's going to happen to your business? It's going to go to another level. Wouldn't we agree? Okay. So now she's in the group. I follow up with her and she lets me know. She might say, hey, I would want to try the product. Awesome. If she's a customer, I don't mention the business. If she just, whenever I ask her, what does she like about that group? And she says, I love to try the product. I don't then say, don't you want to sell the product, Brenda? No, let her try the product. But if she says, and she starts asking questions about, hey, well, how can I sell this? You get that sometime. Well, is that something? Then I'll say, hey, Brenda, yes, there's a possibility that you can. What are you doing Saturday at this time? And I want you to remember this. Whenever you're inviting, never talk about the event. If you're inviting even a brand partner or a brand partner that hasn't been engaged, always ask, what are you doing Saturday at this time? Because if they say, no, you got them, right? Well, hey, you're not doing anything. I'd love for you to be my guest. I'm sure you're going to love what you hear. And then I push the pain point. Remember you said X, Y, Z? Brenda, what if? What if this is a possible solution? What if? How about we bring you to Saturday's call and let's see if this is a solution for you. Is that okay? Let's get you registered. And so I'm inviting, now remember, I'm not inviting people that I haven't exposed and that I haven't connected with, and I haven't found out how I can serve them in what area of their lives that they're looking for more or less of in their life, right? You're going to hear me say more or less of in their lives. Some people are looking for more money. Some people are looking for less hours. Some people are looking for more help. Some people are looking for less pain. So people have more or less of in their lives. Okay, so how do you serve them? Ask questions and truly connect. And let me share this with you. It's not about us. I'm going to give everyone a challenge in 2023. When you introduce someone to anyone you're working with, how about coming to your upline and say, I've met Ruth, and Ruth told me she's looking for this in her life. That means what? We actually connected with Ruth and we actually listened. And it wasn't about us getting Ruth in our business. It was about us serving Ruth, right? And so when you introduce anyone to someone you're working with, you have to know what they're looking for. And if you find out what they're looking for, your chances and your odds increase drastically of possibly helping serve them, because now they're not feeling like they're being sold. They're feeling like they're being loved on. They're feeling like you truly care about what they're looking for in their lives. And so let me also share, you know, when I met my mentor, and I'm going to close out the Zoom with this message for you all. When I met my mentor, he asked me, he says, Brian, do you want to be average or do you want to be elite? Says, because you're with this company, and if you want to be average, you're going to make some money here. But I'm asking you, do you want to be average or do you want to be elite? I said, I want to be elite. Okay. And he said, okay. We all have about 5 choices in our lives, Brian. We all have 5 choices. I'll never forget this. He said, we can be bad at what we do. He said, well, I mean, we could be bad, he says, or we can be average at what we do. We can be bad or we can be average. Or we can be good at what we do. And then he said, or we can be excellent or elite at what we do. And he says, Brian, you have a choice. Everyone has a choice of what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. But then he looked me in the eye and he says, but if you want to be excellent at what you're going to do, you're going to have a special intensity, Brian. Can you feel my intensity this evening? He said, you're also going to have a special focus. You have to have a special intensity and a special focus. He says, Brian, you're also going to have a special commitment and a drive and passion to do whatever you're doing at a high level and a high standard all the time. So at a high level and setting a high standard all the time. And then he told me, and this really shook me, he says, Brian, I don't care. He said, I don't care what God-given ability that you have. Because he says that ability can probably make you good without doing the rest. So that God-given ability is going to make you good, Brian, without doing the rest. But he says, if you want to be excellent or elite, commit. Commit. Commit when it's hard. Commit when you don't want to make the calls, make an extra call per day. Commit to talk to the stranger that you're afraid to talk to. Commit to be on the Zooms even when you're sick. Commit. He told me in all areas of my life, and then he told me this, and I'm going to end the Zoom with this. He says, you're going to make some money. You're going to do really well. But he says, here's what's going to happen for you, Brian. You're going to be able to take that skill set into all other areas of your life. And you're going to succeed in all those areas. And you know what I did, ladies and gentlemen? I really made the commitment. And if you make the commitment, because I want to work with people this year, of course, we love everyone, but there are some people on the Zoom that want to take their lives to that excellent and elite level. And those of you that want to take your life to that excellent or elite level, you're going to have that special commitment, that special drive, that special passion, that special intensity, that special focus. You know, I'm going to end it with this. I read Kobe Bryant's autobiography, and people hated him. You know why they hated him? Because he demanded excellence from his teammates. And there were players that could have made $5 million, $10 million in a year, but they went to the Lakers to only earn $1 million on their contracts. Why? Because they wanted a championship. They wanted to play with someone that only demanded excellence from all of the team members that were around him. He only demanded excellence. Now, some of you might say he was a hard butt. You know what? That's the language of someone that's never going to be elite. And then you'll hear about the other players that say he changed my life, not only in basketball, but he changed my life in all areas of my life because he helped me raise my standard for myself, for my family, for things that I was doing in my life. So there's something for everyone here is what I love about this industry. For those of you, we love you. If you just want to be here we love you because you're a part of the community. I'm in the chats and you give me energy every day. You make me smile because I love rooting you on. And you'll notice, and many of you have been able to approach me. I don't care if you have 1 customer or 100 customers. I love you all and I'm going to treat you all with the same respect. I always will. But for those of you going into 2023, you want that elite status, you want to be excellent. We're going to do it. We're going to do it together. And I look forward to doing it with you. So I truly appreciate you for spending your time with us this evening. Can we give Gabby and can we give Melissa love in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? Can we give them some love? You know, it takes a village. Let me share this again. It takes a village. We can't do this without you. We can't do this without you. I want you all to rise this year. Do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for your grandkids. Do it for your parents. Because I share with you this. When you continually do it and the uncomfortable will become comfortable. When you continually do it, the uncomfortable will become comfortable. And that's when you'll be able to elevate and take your life to the next level. So we look forward to seeing you on Saturday. I have nothing but much love and tremendous amount of respect for each and every one of you. You have a great evening. Gabby will get that script. We're also, if you didn't get it in the chat, we're going to be able to send it out in all the chats for all the groups. So you will definitely get that script. Appreciate each and every one of you, and everyone have a good night. Thank you for sharing the first call. And give Taylor, you know, I can't end this call without, we decided to pick up the torch because we saw Taylor doing so much work, working so hard, day in and day out. So we said as leaders, we're all going to step up and give him this evening off. But can we give Taylor Worry some love in the chats, ladies and gentlemen? Because what he does for all of us, again, in my 30+ years in this industry, I've never been able to work with someone that's so passionate, so driven, so committed, and so God-serving. And so I'm honored to be able to be in this company and work with him directly, as I am honored to be able to work with all of you. So give Taylor some love. Appreciate all of you. And again, moving forward, you'll see different leaders here. Just absorb as much as you can, ladies and gentlemen. And Saturday, don't come to that event alone. Come to that event with 1 or 2 people that are fresh eyes on the opportunity. Everyone have a good night. We appreciate and love you all. Good night, everyone.